Thank you to our sponsors. In the top center starting location, he's up 1 game, but he lost the last best of 3 against this guy. Can he do it? He is.
Liquid TaeJa.
Really cute. You see the command center feet when we zoom in. It's like a little fat turtle.
That's true.
And in the bottom center, he won the first best of 3 against this opponent, but now he seems to be losing. Is he going to mix up his style? Is he going to be able to focus anymore? He is.
Starting ace.
All right, they are very far away. That's going to make drop play not quite as good for TaeJa. So that's something he's going to probably have to worry about a bit. And of course, you know, something like a 1-1-1 you're not going to see in spots this far away.
Right.
Protoss could probably go Nexus, Gateway, and stop a 1-1-1 on these spots.
This is, since we didn't see any SCDs or probes sent out right away, it doesn't look like there's going to be any early rush. Well, actually, he's sending this probe out now.
I think he's going Nexus first.
Yeah.
Sending that probe out. Yeah, they don't. I mean, if you're Protoss on this map in these spots, you don't really want to rush.
Right.
That's only to throw people off. All right, and he's going to go for that Nexus first.
Now, I don't know what exactly TaeJa has planned here. He could go for the same build he did last time. He could technically go for like what he did in game number 2 when he pulled through the win. Is just keep expanding, taking the map. Entombed is a little bit better for that than this. This map, it's symmetrical if you cut it like from top right to bottom left. So you can't exactly just keep taking expansions the same way you can on Entombed, where that's a map you can cut it right down the middle. You see its symmetry.
Well, we saw like an unbelievably long PVT here, of course. It was like Game 5 of the finals last season. If you haven't seen it yet, go see it. Seriously, one of the best games ever.
That better be get like Game of the Year. Sometimes I see these like top 10
Do we
games.
do Game of the Year?
No, but other sites do. Although sometimes they're wrong.
Well, most of the time when websites give out awards for StarCraft stuff, it's terrible. It's completely wrong.
Actually, like, yeah, it's...
I just look at it, I'm like, well, this site doesn't know anything about what's actually going on in this community because the wrong people got awards.
I've seen that before.
Yeah. It's like this guy that won an online tournament in Canada.
Let's not forget his
Best
play.
player of the year. It's like, what?
His play inspired us all. I'm like, no, what? No. Like,
Oh, man.
he beat this guy who was not good.
Well, anyways,
There's 2 probes and gas, so he is going to go for 3 Nexus.
and his opponent is going for 3 command center.
Uh-oh.
Now,
It's a glitch in the Matrix, Artosius.
Asus, we could see 3 Nexus against 4 command. That's a possibility here. And
It certainly is Artosius. I think that might be what we're seeing here.
It's crazy, man. We might see such a similar game to before. Now, 2 more racks is being added for TaeJa. He's stopping at 3 commands. From Ace, we still don't really see anything. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, there we
Nexus
go. Nexus
incoming.
just behind the
There's a
production
Phantom
tab.
Nexus over there already.
Yeah, man. It's the ghost of Christmas Nexus.
What?
Listen, man. It's been 4.5 hours, man. I'm so tired. I don't know what I'm saying.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
You do know what you're saying. That's funny.
That is funny.
That
right?
was a good one. All right, so.
It's the ghost of Nexus Future.
Yeah.
Come with me. Soon you'll see I could have been a Nexus over here by the expansion. But no, this is your future instead. You stayed on 2 base and tried to do an all-in. It failed. Now you're in Code A.
That was so good. That was perfect. Oh, Tasteless, you're a perfect human.
Thank you.
You and Fruit Dealer actually just need to hold hands and just float into the sky right now. That's the only thing left.
Where are you going? I'm going to the sun, where I belong, in the center of our universe. Like,
so awesome. All right, so Ace is actually doing his kind of middle of the road 3
I
Nexus.
said the sun is the center of the universe. Wow, I am tired. Okay.
It's Galaxy. Yeah,
Solar
Milky Way
system.
Galaxy.
Yeah. All right. It's solar system.
Our solar system. Yeah, you're right. Ah, crap.
This is actually what happens, guys.
Well, you know what?
We talk about this as casters. There's this point where you've casted for so long that your brain actually like.
I'm not an astronomer, Tasteless. It's fine.
Because you didn't say like astrologist, it would have been like Artosius.
I'm not an astrologist either.
Artosis Astronomer.
I'm not a
I can get you
mathematician.
to take my hand.
All I am, tasteless. All that is me is StarCraft.
It is.
All
I
right.
actually know that.
So this is kind of like a more middle-of-the-road play by Ace here, where he's getting the Robo. He's not going for like the super gateway aggression that we see oftentimes from Parting and Squirtle. Ace actually does prefer this style, which is interesting to see. Because it's gonna allow him to scout and counter his opponent a little bit more, but it lacks the oomph of his teammates' builds, where you just walk up and you have this possibility to kill if they are getting too greedy. We do see Marine scouting over here. Nice scan going on. Oh, TaeJa. You know what? TaeJa's becoming one of my favorite Terrans because when he doesn't know what's going on, he scans.
And he always scans his army.
Yeah, he does that some too, yeah.
You should start calling him the Paranoid Terran.
Is that right?
Yeah, man.
He's like wearing a tinfoil hat in his booth.
He's there with the garlic wrapped around his neck so he can't get attacked by vampires.
Then vampires come in and he's the only one that lives.
Yeah.
All right, so
Won't we feel stupid then?
yeah, won't we? Vampires
That's why we
come, he's
don't
like,
show
well,
any
they could've.
commercials for Twilight in this studio.
Actually, I think we did last year.
Oh, did we?
I think we actually did.
Well, we're moving up now.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. How many gates does he actually have right now? Looks like he's going to 7 gates right now. Getting his forges going, getting his upgrades going. Meanwhile, his observer going to see exactly what's going on. 2 eBays and the armory on the way. So he's going to know he's going to have to get some more forges. In fact, he's adding 2 forges right now instead of just 1. So that's good. He's going to get those upgrades under control. With his Chrono Boost, he'll not be too far behind.
You feel like the Zealot that's attacked, the asked to destroy the destructible debris is kind of pissed about it. He's like, what? Why me? Like, because
I'm
the
like,
other
shut up,
two...
shovel hands.
Shut up. Go punch the rocks for a few hours until they're gone. He's like, well, what about the other Zealots? They're going to wait in the main with the cannon if a drop comes. He's like, but they never get dropped when they do. They don't do anything. It's not fair. He falls to his knees. I want to go to the main.
You're so funny today. I don't know what's going on here, Tasus. Normally you're such a bore.
Normally you're so lame, Tasus, but this time, you know what? It's great.
All right, TaeJa right now, moving out across the map. He does have his medevacs out. He does have Stim already done. Combat shields over halfway done as well. Ton of gateways for Ace. Just a ton of them, actually. He's got 10 gates. He's got his 2 forges going. Charge is done. And he's going right into Colossus before Storm is even done. Ooh, that's interesting. He's switching it up a little bit because he's been going Colossus a lot later.
I love it. I love when we have these guys end up having to play each other over and over like this situation, and we see like how they're going to keep trying to mix stuff up.
Well, you know, it's funny, too, because his observer was in the main base of TaeJa for a long time, and TaeJa did go for a very quick Ghost Academy. You know, they're catching on to Ace, but he didn't see the Ghost Academy.
Yeah.
So, it's just, both of them actually just kind of countering and countering each other here. Big drop coming.
This can be bad, but it looks like he has enough Zealots. No cannons there. Well, I'm sorry, actually, he does have a cannon.
Does he?
Second look.
He has a couple
it's just closer to the other gateways, but yeah.
And with the 2 High Templars, they're going to have Storms relatively soon, if not feedbacks. And TaeJa's moving out with another force. It's actually not a big enough force,
Ace is going to be fine here.
Yeah, he is. I don't see him dying anytime
Oh,
soon.
very nice
some pretty
storm.
sick storms.
Well, that just killed about everything.
Yeah, that army just got shredded. Just
And
a
for
few
some
hurt
reason, this
units
army's like,
left.
well, I'm going to go in the main.
Maybe draw things away from the side so he can go in for the drop, and here we go! Oh, he gets the High Templar before the storm is ready. It doesn't get feedbacks off either, and now he's in a good location where it's hard for charge odds to do a lot against him.
He goes in there, tries to get the Templar, and doesn't quite get it, but now it goes down. Uh-oh, Artosis.
Oh, these charge lots right now are being charged not a lot. It's not doing very much, but it looks like the flank is going to be enough.
Oh. All right, 4th base being constructed now. And there's ghosts out, Artosis.
That's right. All right, so actually Ace is really spending so heavily on Colossus at the moment that he's skipping 2-2. Okay, he just got 2-2 then. But now he has 2 robos that he can't build Colossus out of. All right.
All right.
We do have
coming down here now.
3-2 on the way for TaeJa.
Now we're going to see how Ace reacts. Ace might just put on his sunglasses and say, "Ghosts. I thought Halloween was in October. Just destroy them all and win the game." Or he might
do that.
He might be like Scooby-Doo, like, "Ghosts."
I think it's going to be the first one because he's going Colossus. You know, he only has 1 right now, but 2 more on the way. And when they pop out, the ghosts are not as useful against them. Like, not even nearly as useful. Nice scan going down. TaeJa wants to do something here. I feel like he just doesn't have enough units, though. This is a very dangerous situation.
I think it's going to be one of those games where they can't attack each other, Artosis. They're dead even on supply.
Yeah. This game definitely looks like it should go very,
How long has his factory been attacked? Is that a second factory that he's floated over there?
I don't think so.
I swear to God, we keep getting these shots of this factory being shot at, and then I'm like...
It only gets shot at a couple times, yeah.
No.
It's a bulletproof factory, man.
Yep, that's not very useful since Protoss don't have bullets. But all right, here he comes in now, shoots down the Templar. And by the way, I love what Ace is doing, getting so many cannons. There's no supply limit on cannons.
Yeah, that's very true,
guys.
Yeah, there's a limit to the space on the map for cannons, though.
There is.
But if he reaches that, I think he's fine.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. TaeJa. Well, that's a good
location. I don't know why
he broke the rocks, though. That's weird. That's going to get more surface
I was about to say
area.
the exact same thing. Like, doesn't he want to not have the Zealots kill him?
Well, these Colossi.
Ghosts are coming down here from the top.
They're doing so much damage. These Colossi just chewing through this army. Has no Vikings here to help out. A nice run forward, but doesn't get a Colossus. And TaeJa just losing a lot there. And that trade definitely went better for Ace. If I'm Ace in this situation, I'm like, all right, I just killed a ton of Ghosts and a big portion of his army, and he retained all his Colossus there too, which is just so important. He has 5 Colossus with 2 more on the way. He just needs to make a ton of units right now because his next death ball is going to be out of control. We have 2 Vikings and only 2 making. Does he even have another starport? Hold on. Tasteless, he doesn't have another starport.
Well,
the 7 Colossus count is just going to kill him if TaeJa just attacks with them. That's all he needs to do. Just make units, attack with the 7 Colossus, and with like 5-6 Vikings out, he's not going to be able to do anything.
Yeah, you're right. He's probably going to go to game number 3 if that happens.
Yes.
So we see Blink being upgraded. By the way, I'm actually a little bit surprised he didn't have Blink already.
Yeah,
that's weird.
That is.
I almost had to do a double take when I saw that. He is getting the Dark Templars.
That's been kind of a trend in these Protosses lately, where they're getting Blink super late in the game, really not focusing on Stalkers very much. And, you know, it kind of works out for their crazy Zealot style. We do have a Dark Shrine on the way, 3/3 as well. And, you know, one thing I got to say about TaeJa he's doing really well is he's added a lot of orbitals, so he doesn't really need all that many SCVs. But look at this, a big drop in the main base. Now, there's not anything too valuable in here tech-wise.
Actually, well, except for all the gateways are pretty good if he gets a bunch of those. And I think he actually is going to get a lot of them, and I think he certainly knows, wait a minute, these gateways are starting to go down. I might as well try to take out as many as I possibly can. Oh, TaeJa.
Stop his reinforcements a bit, and
he's like, LOL, you can't tip your head up, Colossus, and shoot medevacs.
They're pretty tall, though. They should be able to maybe shoot down on medevacs sometimes.
Well, they don't have necks, just like whales. So they managed to get out of there.
Beluga whales have necks. Sorry, Tasteless.
Yeah, I heard about that one. Fish, it turns out, do not have necks.
That's racist, Tasteless.
Racist. You can lose your job over that, Tasteless, talking about fish like that.
All right, so he's rebuilding his gates, and at this point, TaeJa has 3 reactor starports.
He's stacking SCVs.
Yeah, good choice.
His SCVs are like, oh. Come on, man.
You know, there's one in there that's all hype. He's like, finally, I always wanted to be a Marine. The others are like, dude, we're going to go die. There's 7 Colossus out.
Listen,
you know how quick we're going to last?
General TaeJa wouldn't do that. This is not part of his plan. Listen,
TaeJa doesn't care about you.
He doesn't care about you, man.
He's replaced you with mules.
TaeJa Military Industrial Complex.
All right, Cloaked Ghost coming in right now. This is going to be a bit scary. Some great EMPs going on. And now he has a lot of Vikings. These Colossi dealing quite a bit of damage. Some of them not able to fire. He actually needs to micro them forward a bit more. But it looks like TaeJa coming over from the side. These SCVs, some of them still left alive, doing a lot of damage, and has TaeJa actually suddenly done it in a game that Ace looks so strong
Oh, landing the mules from above. Saying, get out, Ace, get out, you're done.
in? Ace with a DT.
Oh my god, and his key tech is actually right here.
Yeah, this looks like it's going to be it for Ace, man.
TaeJa just suddenly reacted in his booth. Letting out a big kind of yelp there. Oh my god, and I think he's done it. Everything that's important is right down in this area. He's trying to come back here, but he's constantly scanning. TaeJa's everywhere at once. How far is TaeJa going to go in this tournament? I mean, it looks like he's about to win this game.
Yep. Yeah, well, it looks like he's going to be around 16 too, but not giving up yet is Ace. He still has his high Templar tech. He still has. Oh, wait, does he still have his high Templar tech?
No, he doesn't have his Dark Templar tech.
He lost every tech.
Oh, did he lose the high Templar tech too?
He has his cybernetic score, and that's it. Ouch. Does get some good storms off, but now he only has a couple high Templar left. 4 of them, actually. He is still upgrading shuttle speed despite having no robo. That's pretty rough. And, man, I think he's pretty dead here. It's hard to imagine TaeJa having any way to possibly lose this game. He continues to just rally down more and more units, microing against the Zealot-based army of Ace.
Saw him land those Vikings back there. He's like, let's see how Vikings land on the ground do against Archons.
You're funny tonight, man.
I don't know. Apparently, the format of my brain breaks after the 4.5 hour marker. My analysis has not been spot on. All right, more mules getting down. And that's it.
That's bad. And GG. Ace crushed. This was so important to him. But TaeJa moves on. And wowzers. I gotta say, I feel like Ace that game did have a timing with those 7 Colossus after killing off TaeJa's army. TaeJa had like 2 Vikings, and there were 7 Colossus out. He definitely could have pushed and done something there, but instead he stayed in that passive mode. TaeJa really brought those SCVs down, had an extra army, and he just looked sad.
Ace is just crushed, man. And I feel for the guy. He's got a long road ahead of him now. It would have been so good for his career to move up to the round of 16, to move up to the round of 8. But let's face it, this group actually had, like, out of all the games that we've casted, we're on camera. Sit up straight. Out of all the games that we casted so far for round of 32, this group had the best games.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, they were. Yeah, this was the closest, most back and forth group. Almost every game. In fact, almost every single game. Maybe Ryung had some that was like it didn't look like he could ever lose, but every
he was impressive at least in those games.
Yeah.
But
great day, and 2 Terrans advance.
it's too bad Leenock actually played really well today.
Yeah.
And
well, so did Ace, right? He beat TaeJa, then lost to TaeJa. Ouch.
You know, it seems like Ace is the big problem with Ace was actually that he just can't. Just when there's a bunch of engagements going on, he can't control his army really well enough. He's not getting the storms off. He's not at that angle that's going to be good for him. And
it might be a speed problem. That's definitely a possibility. Whereas you watch someone like Squirtle, and he controls multiple locations very, very well.
And he doesn't even have the best unit control, but he knows like the order in which to cast the spells. It seemed as though Ace had a hard time with force fielding. There were so many moments where he would force field out, and he would actually protected the Marines and the Marauders from the Zealots.
Yeah.
And the Zealots are
that does happen quite a bit.
Rushing up against the force fields.
Well,
so overall, guys, for the results today, it's going to be Liang and
TaeJa.
But TaeJa, sorry, I'm so tired right now. It's been a long day. TaeJa.
There they are. Round of 16 with both of them.
For
Ace
4
and
people in the group, I've actually had a hard time recalling who's in the group today. I don't know why that is.
This is a group of players that haven't performed the best in Codex so far. Leenock has done very well in the past, but Ace, TaeJa, and Ryung are a little bit unproven still. So, but I think you're right. The best group so far as overall game quality.
When I get to look at all the groups, I'm excited about some. I'm not as excited about others. I have to be honest. I was not as excited about this one.
Yeah, it actually turned out so well, though.
But it turned out to be great. And then some of the groups that I was actually really pumped about, nope. Yeah, not as good.
All right. Well, let's take a look in the round of 16. These are your players by race. 7 Terrans, as mentioned before. Byun, which is Ghost King, whatever. He's going to change his ID again. I'm going to actually have to sit him down and have a talk. Keen, MVP, Supernova, Marine King, Ryung and TaeJa. The Protoss, Seed, Nanoa, Squirtle, that's Squirtle's evil twin, and Genius and MC. And then our Zergs. Basically the best Zergs in the world, man. Nest, T, Symbol, DRG, definitely all have to be considered within the top 5 in the world. And Violet recently has looked the same. I mean, he's looked exactly up there. So this is maybe our best round of 16 we've ever had. This is insane.
Yeah, and even if you're a Zerg fan and you're saying, man, that sucks, 7 Terran and 5 Protoss, look, these 4 Zergs are probably actually going to get to the round of 8.
I would not be surprised, man. They're all that good. Like, I think at least 3 of those guys can advance. We'll see what groups they're in, but the Zergs are powerhouses. Just complete powerhouses. But, I mean, look at the Protosses, man. Squirtle, Genius, MC, and then, of course, Seed and Nanoa.
Yeah, I'm wondering how far Seed's actually going to get in this. Naniwa, of course, he got knocked out of the round of 8, right?
Yeah, last time.
And now, he's going to try to prove himself again. We'll see if he can do it.
Yeah. All right.
White people, I want to see Naniwa get far.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to see foreigners do well.
Now, guys, tomorrow, I'm going to be guest casting with Wolf for the GSTL.
Make sure you guys show up for that.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. Tomorrow's actually Wolf's birthday.
Sick.
Yeah.
You better tell him happy birthday.
I will. I hope you guys tweeted Wolf a happy birthday. His Twitter is Proxy Wolf.
And ours are Artosis and Call Me TaeJa.
Yes, and also the group selection is going to be Friday at 1:10 p.m.
Oh, that's right, before the GSTL. Cool.
Yep.
So I think they'll probably air that. They normally do. Sometimes John comes down and translates it, so we'll see if that's the case.
Yeah, come check that out. And thank you guys so much for joining us today.
Mm-hmm. I think that's it, man.
I think we did it, guys.
Toodles.
Thank you guys so much for joining us today. As always, please spread the word about the GSL. And we love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. For Artosis, myself, for Tastosis, good night. Or good morning, wherever, whatever. See ya.
Go back a couple years. I hope time won't forget all the people I've come to know.